You have some people that have not been minding their P's and Q's around you, thinking that certain things that they would say maybe wouldn't make its way back to you. But let me tell you something right now. The abundant universe will always provide for you. God will always provide for you. Your guardian angels will always provide for you. These people are definitely confused. You have some unfinished business, and now that you see what that unfinished business is, and you see it clearly, clear as day, you got some people wound up tight. I mean, because they are pressed, they are pissed, they are narcissistic, they are being exposed for being the biggest fraud. So, whoever I'm speaking to, you have a soul mission. And I feel like you have different agendas on this soul mission. As you've been going through some of the darkest, deepest, cringiest, grittiest shadow work that you've had to do in a very long time, that felt never ending, you also have this gift for uncovering the muck and exposing it for what it is, or reflecting it back as a mirror. There are some people that really tried to take you for a ride. And I'm sure the last thing that you want to do as you're closing out a very important cycle is have to expose or blow the whistle on or blow the roof off of whatever. But it's giving Die Hard. You are that surprise guest. You are that one family member. You are that one person. You're Bruce Willis, okay? And they're just like, who is this? Like, who's ruining our whole situation? We're trying to, like, make shake into some type of situation. I don't freaking know. They don't like it. They don't like what you bring. They don't like what you reflect. Oh, freaking well. Because your best life cycle is about to start. And we ain't letting no one get in the way. We got to tell all our truths. We got to say everything we got to say. We got to say it with our whole freaking chest. These people had you all the way effed up if they thought they could continuously take from you. Some of you are funding, not realizing it, because these people are like stealing money, stealing finances, falsifying records, saying they did things that they didn't do, or they're trying to act like they do things legitimately, and this is about to backfire so big. And it's almost like all you have to do is press one button. There is a red eject button. Guess who's going to be pressing it? You have these people wound so tight because they need you, because you bring the milkshake to the freaking situation. They need you, but they don't want to admit that they need you. No, they don't want to do that. They don't want to say, oh my gosh, they're actually bankrolling my vacation. They're actually helping me pay my babysitter. They do not want to admit that you help them. So they want to make things as hard for you as possible while you are kind of helping them. And each and every one of you are doing this in a different way. But you know that money is not going to where it's supposed to go. That there is something shady going on. And these people like dealing with minions, groupies. They like dealing with people that just say yes. They bow down. They bend the knee. They kiss the ring. You will never. Again, you are Bruce Willis in Die Hard. It's not going to happen. No. You're going to keep outsmarting them. You're going to keep outmaneuvering them because it's a dangerous situation for other people. Like, you can handle when people are trying to do you dirty. You can handle when people are trying to come at you sideways. It's when you see it being done to a large group of people, being scammed and manipulated and plotted against. No. You are dealing with a crazy person. Now, some of you guys could be dealing with 2 to 3 people that are like this, but guess what? You are joining forces with other people, and all of y'all are clearing out this life cycle to start the next. You are healing from one of the hardest resets ever, and trying to heal all those wounds. So you have a lot of time to meditate, reevaluate. You're getting clarity like never before. And it's almost amusing to you that these people thought they could get one over on you. They thought you would just tiptoe out the door, never to be seen again, and they don't know you at all. What they do know about you is your frequency disrupts their natural order of doing, their natural way of doing things. You disrupt the natural order of their manipulation, of their tactics. And they are feisty, petty. They have a lot of animosity. These people are very miserable, very narcissistic. They're not never sorry. They deflect, project, deflect. They zig, they zag, they lie, they tell, they embellish. And it's being exposed to you. And you might hear this often, that people think you're a lot. They think, oh my gosh, oh, Maron, don't deal with them. They're like a whole situation. Why? Why is collective a whole situation? Why are they a lot to deal with? Because you can't match their frequency. You will never be on that wavelength, ever. You and other forces are gonna fake the funk for as long as you need to, and you're going to insert yourself to get some intel, get up out of there. You're like Bruce Willis in the movie, writing down all the names on his arm. These people think that you're not in here taking notes while they try to monitor you. What? This message is also very specific. Don't take it if it's not yours. I'm trying to get to the channel message to the point, because somebody needs to hear this. You need a confirmation that yes, you're doing it. You're doing it. They've been scamming people. They've been jacking money, not just from you, from other people. So they owe a whole bunch of money to the wrong people. To the wrong people. They're not certified. They're not educated in. They might have forged a bunch of different things, plagiarized. Like, these people are super fraudulent. And it's not okay. It is not okay. This is the thing, bestie. You're dealing with people that have no problem falsifying records. This is a whole villain. You're dealing with a couple of them. These are whole villains. These are whole scam artists. These are people that are criminals. Maybe in more than one state, more than one country, more than one continent. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? And you and only maybe a couple other people that you'll be joining forces with are smart enough to pick up on this, because you jump jobs, you jump family situations, like you jump ship anytime you see a repeat offender of somebody doing the same thing that you've already been through. You've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. This is not your first rodeo, but you like to play dumb like it is. Like, oh my gosh, what do you mean? What? You play dumb so you can get more intel. And then people think, oh, they can't really afford to be here. I'm just going to keep taking from them. Not realizing you can afford to be there. They're the ones that can't afford to be there. Does that make sense? Like, these people act like they have more money than they do, but they're not properly paying the people that they're supposed to be paying. Do you feel me? So if they're supposed to be paying certain bill collectors, like their electric probably isn't paid, their taxes aren't paid, their insurance isn't paid, and you could take them out in one move. One call, one prayer. Do you get that? That is how anointed you are, how chosen you are, and that is why one of your gifts is uncovering the muck. You might wonder, why do I have to be so damn smart? I don't want to uncover the muck. I don't want to freaking know. I don't want to know, because then I feel like obligated to do something with that information. You didn't have time before to do nothing with that information. You were tired. Now you have time. You're patching yourself up. You're like, oh, that really ain't cool that they're doing that. And then everything else is starting to make sense to you. Because now you have like the room. You didn't have the bandwidth before to even think about petty boots and bitter Betty over here. Now you have the bandwidth to break it all down. They have been lying on their social media accounts saying, we're this, we're that, we're amazing, we're awesome. Ooh, ooh, like, look at us. They have to look like their ducks are in a row at all times. And now that you've seen a whole bunch of different cracks, you're like, wait, are they lying about this, that, this, and that? That's not cool. But this person loves attention. They will do anything to stay on top and to stay relevant. Like literally anything. So you guys are dealing with people that have almost lied their way to the top, which is very unfortunate, but that's what they've been doing. And maybe when you first met these people, you thought they were respectable, even if you didn't have the same type of personality as them. Even if you didn't really like them, you thought, well, I can respect their grind. I can respect their hustle. But now you're starting to see like, oh, that consists of stealing money, scamming, falsely advertising. I'm seeing that a lot. Like there's a lot of false advertising here. So they could say, oh, I'm going to be giving away money or giving away free things. But they don't actually give anything away. They could be like, they're just very not aware that people are smart. So someone could have scammed you. Now this could be a boss, a family member, a friend of the family. This is somebody that you know that is out here conning, scamming, lying. And it doesn't just affect you. It affects other people. So where you might normally mind your business and be like, I don't want nothing to do with that. You are seeing where it's wrong and you're making a right turn. Like you were going a certain way and you're like, let me take a little detour. Let me make a little pit stop because this is some BS. You got people wound so tight right now. They've turned into a whole monitoring spirit, walking, talking, and freaking out. You have done some really hard shadow work, and now you are seeing a part of your soul mission that is clear, and where before it wouldn't have been easy for you to do this because you were working through so much trauma and pain, you couldn't even like articulate that. You're like, it is what it is. You have time. You have time now. But that's not even the kicker. The kicker is you are about to start the luckiest year of your life. A couple days from now, you will start a new life cycle. That's what I'm channeling. I don't know what that means. You'll know what it means. But you're starting like a new life cycle. So this old cycle has ended. Your life being 4 to 6, maybe even 10 years of some craziness that you made it out through the skin of your teeth. You've had to do the really hard work, and now you are going to be, I don't want to say licking your wounds, but nursing these wounds back to health. It's almost like there were things underneath buried deep, and you had to cut things open and pluck it out. And now that it's been plucked out, you need everything to like heal. I'm trying to say it in a not like type of way. Do you know what I mean? Now all of those wounds that you had to open, that you had to reopen, because I mean, who wants to be doing that? But we had to do that spiritually. We had to do that mentally, emotionally. We had to go and do that. We had to go do the thing that we would like to not go do. But that's part of us evolving. That's part of us being light workers, being chosen, is us constantly being on this healing journey that's never ending and really changing and making our lives and helping others. So you are so excited that you made it through this, closing this life cycle, that now you're like, okay, now let me take care of my wounds that I had to reopen, because you feel sensitive, like the wind could blow and you're like, it hurts. I hope what I'm saying is making sense. It's kind of like you've been going through many battles in the 3D, battles in the 5D. You have been going through battles in the dream state. You're freaking tired, but it's that type of tired that's like a loopy, where you're not going to go to bed just yet. You're excited that like, whew, I went through it, I made it. You came out sweating, a whole hot mess, and now you see things clearly. You're taking it a little bit slower, and you just know where you have this unfinished business. You're like, I need to take care of this, and before I do that, I'm gonna patch myself up. Okay? You're like, I got a tear here, a scar here, all these things. I got to take care of this. I have to nurse myself back to health. And so that is what you're going to be doing in this next couple of days before this new life cycle starts. So this lucky life cycle couldn't have come at a better freaking time. And you are seeing why you're the Galactic Truth Serum. So not only are you this galactic angelic mirror that shows people their worst nightmare, your frequency is being shifted and you are elevating, you are ascending again. So it's about to be game over for those that were trying to finish you, those that were trying to bury you, those that were trying to cause all types of problems for you continuously. They have been targeting you. I don't even like using that word, but that is exactly what they have been using you as, a target, a mark. I keep hearing finish them. You are the spiritual knockout. You are chosen. You are the truth serum. And it's time for the lies that have been told to be exposed by you. You are dealing with distorted energy. So there's distorted versus divine. Divine feminines versus distorted feminines. Divine masculines versus distorted masculine energy. That is what it feels like, a you versus them. Some of the people that you're dealing with where you're going to have to expose the truth, but right now you're healing the rest of these wounds that you've had to reopen. You're just thinking about it like, okay, well, I could do this and I could do that. And then more truth is going to land on your lap and you're just going to know how to move going forward. Like what you are in alignment to do. What is your soul mission? The answers will be provided for you along the way. So I just love that you don't have to rush. You don't have to, panic and be like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? Because it's just going to come with very little effort. They're going to do all the dirty work, all the craziness, and you're just going to, okay. You have a lot of people spectating and trying to guess your next move. And so because they think they know your next moves, they're trying to emulate you in some way, and it's laughable. The people that you're dealing with, these distorted energies, the distorted NPCs, the shadows, the Decepticons, them, okay? They are so used to being able to finesse people that are younger, naive, impressionable, they don't have a lot of wisdom, or they don't know about a particular thing. And this is a whole sham that has been going on. So this person is normally very good at finessing and being very good at being persuasive, but they misuse their power and then they force and dominate and then they brag. And they don't have the ability to praise anyone of the light. Not that you need their praise, but it's just going to be very interesting. Yeah. It's just, it reminds you probably of a loved one or a parent that you talked to once upon a time. This person has the inability to praise another person unless they are always kneeling. Unless they're always kissing their ring, they are not praising anyone. This person is a gold digger. They use people. This is something that you're going to be exposing. They're not following proper procedures or protocol. And for some reason, you're going to be the whistleblower on this situation. But there's no rush for you to do that because your life cycle is starting. Your new life cycle. You've already clocked these people for fake flexing, being a hater, always wanting to knock you down a peg or five. It's just really sad. They're someone that purposely causes mischief. They give the impression of dishonesty. They contradict everything that they say. They're always trying to outmaneuver you. They only like people for money or material interest, and that is their primary thing that they're trying to benefit off of. They have also been trying to monitor you, eavesdrop, watch your social media. They have been trying to watch you from cameras or record or turn on audio. So be careful around this person because some of these people feel like they're not going to be able to get at you or scam for very much longer or with you involved. And however that is playing out in your life, they have a feeling that their luck is about to run out. They don't know that it's going to be you that like punches that clock. But for some of you, you're going to be revealing some truth, even maybe to proper authorities. I'm not trying to say that anyone here is a snitch or a rat or a whistleblower, but you will know by your situation if it's ethical, if people are getting hurt. Everyone's situation is a little bit different. So it might be HR that you tell, or the authorities, or it might be their boss, or it might be other employees. Like whatever it is, you're going to be telling somebody. Like, I don't think that's okay, because you really don't want this. You've been through so much trauma. I feel like some of your trauma is linked to this person or what they're about or this work arena, or it could be family. And you don't want to see anybody else go through that trauma because this person is a whole liar. They're a liar, a schemer, a manipulator. And this could also have to do with your 10th house or your 8th house. You are about to close out a very important life cycle to start the luckiest one of your life. And you deserve this. You've had so many people that have tried to control you, that have tried to manipulate you, and now you finally see everything clearly. These people are not taking over your life. They are not going to be here forever. They are not going to be able to trap you. You are going to open Pandora's box, and it's about to be a whole situation. So yeah, these people thought they could control you. They could be your general, your boss, your tyrant, they wanted to manage your finances or manage your love life. This is absolutely ridiculous. This person only likes groupies. They only like minions. They always have ulterior motives, hidden agendas, and they're homewreckers. They're always digging for gold. And you are joining feminine forces with others so you can share this. Like, you want to share your life with other people. You want to share your life with new friends or other divine feminines or other divine masculines, other chosen ones. And you guys are all galactically joining forces to be the spiritual knockout together. So normally you are the spiritual knockout all by your lonesome, all by yourself. But now you are seeing that, oh my gosh, I'm going to be joining forces with other people. Other people are going to be bringing you information. You guys could be handling someone or something or a really bad toxic situation together. But the bottom line is you are not alone. And before, you didn't have enough people around you that were truth tellers, that were truth seekers, that either don't have anything to lose, or they don't see things the way that you do spiritually. They're just not in alignment with you. And so you've gotten rid of a lot of these people. And now you are being aligned with a couple or at least a few that are going to help you see that, no, this can be done. This person being dealt with, it can be done. It can be handled. And yeah, you're done with these people spiritually hating on you, projecting on you, saying things about you when you've done nothing to them. It's just, no, absolutely not. You are tapping into freedom. You guys could be seeing 333, 222, 13, 31, 5555. But you're going to be handling this. And it's going to help your finances. Because it could be really annoying. I'm trying to think of an example. This is like being around some people for work. But you collaborate and work with them because it saves you money. Maybe they give you a really good discount. but even the things that they discount are them stealing. So you could go over somewhere else and pay full price, full price, or you could deal with these people that they con, they lie, they cheat, they steal, and it's just like, these people, they don't know how to keep people around. The only people they can keep around are people that are also as dumb as them. And I'm not trying to be mean, but people that are also not certified, that are also not acquainted with the facts, that are also not doing the right thing. So they bring them under their wing, like, you have to be my minion. You have to be my yes men. You have to be my little people, my little soldiers. You've got to be my spies too. You have to do my bidding. You have to do all of my dirty work because you're not capable either. So they collect a posse. They collect people that are also in need because they are not doing things properly. Yeah. This person also gives themselves over the top praise. They're always hyping up themselves. And I don't think there's anything wrong with being proud of yourself, but when you're doing that to falsely advertise or to scam people, that's not okay. That's not okay at all. I'm seeing a lot of different things with people filtering things. They could filter things to falsely advertise. They could Photoshop, add people in that are celebrities to falsely advertise. And they just don't have a lot of repeat offenders. That's another thing. That are smart like you. So let's say this person is running a business. And you see they have a certain type of clientele, but this clientele is not, you can tell the difference between the people that stay and the people that leave, is basically what I'm trying to say. So you are going to cause a delay because these people have been ruthless with you. They don't know how to keep your name out of their mouth. So your angels and ancestors have had enough. They're trying to quiet the noise around you so you can see how much they've been stealing, not just from you, but from others, whether it's energy, time, finances, resources, people, viral. This person wants to know what you do. They want to know so badly, what do you do? Who is your daddy and what does he do? No, but really, they want to know what you do for money. They want to know, are you online? Do you have online support? You just have things on lock that where they just can't, their spiritual eyes are blind to what you're doing. Their spiritual ears are deaf to what you're doing because they can't get on that frequency. They're on this very low vibration. So they can't really compute what you're doing. They really can't. And this is you. You have peep game. You're taking notes, like, okay, you're getting intel. You're observing. You're silently like, what did they just say? Because you see that this person is a walking contradiction. You guys could be changing your social media. You could be changing your phone number. I see you guys getting rid of these people though, but not before you do a nice little deep clean. Like, oh, before I go though, not because you're being petty, not because you're trying to be rude or mean or calculated, but because it's the right thing to do. It is the right thing to do to, you know, have these people taken care of in whatever way that is. Which you've never tried to make your business. And that's the thing too, so know this about yourself. You use your mind very wisely. You never, ever, ever blow the whistle on something unless it is a very big deal. Somebody is getting away with a mischievous plot that is disgusting from top to bottom. There's not one part that you can sort out that is good. And they can't keep their lies straight either. So there's not one thing that you've been able to find where you're like, oh, that's nice and that's good, because then they turn it into something rotten. As soon as you find something that's like, oh, that's decent of them. Nope. Here comes the other information, and you're like, freaking A. But this is part of your soul mission, is uncovering the things that are hidden. And when you leave it in the dust. Bring in the karma, bringing the tower, and letting it be a people. So use your mind wisely. You could do a lot by doing one thing. And I feel like that's telling the right person. Ooh, we got to sing your own song. They want you to sing the same tune and the same song, and you're like, I couldn't sing the same song as them if I tried. I'm on a different frequency. It's not even going to be the same octave. Hello? No. Sing your own song. That is beautiful. I love that card. That's so cute. They're like, so we all need to keep our stories straight. No. I see you looking at them like you need to lawyer up. You need to get a lawyer. That's what you need to do. Somebody here could be filing a lawsuit. Like, you guys are not playing. This could be a car accident that you got in, and somebody's been lying about the damages. That there could be somebody is very dishonest. So you're entering a timeline of setting very healthy boundaries. You are not going to let this person get another dime from you. So it's time for you to get things in place. It's time for you to set things in place, things in motion that are going to not have these people involved if these are people you feel trapped with. And now that you've been glowing up, ascending, you've been going through this rebirth, a lot of personal growth, you can lay a solid foundation on how you're just going to get out of this. How you're not going to have to revert back to doing things ever like this way again. And these people don't like you because you're very heart-centered. But yeah, your life is going to be speeding up in a good way. If you feel like things have been slowing down and it's just been very chaotic and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so over this, life is going to be speeding up. I got the 10 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, and Judgment for you. You're going to be doing really, really well. Like, holy macaroni. These people are going to have to surrender. I'm telling you, you guys are their karma, and they don't like that. They don't like that at all. I think I'm going to pull out some more tarot. Yeah, you're dealing with some people that they have told so many lies, they don't even remember what the truth is anymore. They really don't. They're just like, what did I tell them again? I don't remember. I really don't remember. But they have to surround themselves with people that are also, I don't know, they're just miserable. They're not, you're enchanting, you're mystical. Look, we got the Wheel of Fortune again. Wait, did I get the Wheel of Fortune over here? Oh, no, I got 10 of Pentacles. 6 of Wands, Judgment, and the Wheel of Fortune. Joining forces with others where you guys all illuminate these things. And it's a very hard decision to make, to illuminate this, to bring it to light. But it's going to make you feel better. It's not going to be something where you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. You're going to handle it in such a beautiful way where it's what needs to be said. And every night you lay your head down, you're proud of how you handled that. Truly. Like, you know what? I couldn't have handled it better. I really couldn't have, because I could have gone off. I graduated Petty University. I could have went all the way off, and I didn't. So, you are just not going to generously give to these people in the way that they would like, and they're panicking. They're panicking because they like controlling the narrative, but they can't even keep their lies straight. They see you as a ATM, a bank, a source of healing energy. Your ancestors are on standby, just watching. And I just see you being so happy. You are so happy. Like, oh my gosh, I've been freaking going through it. And I'm so grateful that I don't have to, you're so grateful that you don't rely on this person like they think that you do. They want to believe like, oh, they're not going to leave. I can treat them like this. They need this job. They need to live here. They need to stay here. God will provide. It reminds me of Snowpiercer, where they always say the engine will provide. God will always provide for you. I'm hearing an air. You guys, yeah, caught that? The engine will always provide. Like, you prayed for this. God will always provide. These people thinking that like you can't get better, you can't figure it out is Looney Tunes. It's ludicrous. It is ludicrous. I bet they're gonna wish they never met you. I bet they wish they never met you. I can't even get the words out. This person might text you a lot, like whole soliloquies, and they're so wishy-washy, and nothing they do makes sense. And then they don't even like check their autocorrect. They don't check their enunciation, their freaking where their commas are at. Like, none of it makes freaking sense. It's like the longest run-on sentence ever. And I mean, I'm even guilty of that too, but this is the type of person that's always trying to chew you out. So why don't we maybe make sure the words pack a punch? Like, you have a sharp tongue as well, but you only use it when it's necessary. These people are always trying to add in something to stir the pot. They're trying to always add a spy, a third wheel. They just, very karmic. Third wheel situation. They're always like, what should I text them? How should I say this to them? Like, they could have done a lot of work to their body. Not that you care, but this person is just ugly. The way that they treat people is ugly. And they fear people having conversations without them. And you know this. So you could be talking to another coworker, another family member, and they don't want to miss out on any of these conversations because they always have to be there to control the narrative. And it's sad. Really, really sad. But your life is going to be speeding up. And as you fix this situation, you're going to be getting some really, really good news. So again, there's 2 to 3 cycles that you guys are going to be closing out. One of them is, well, all of them is a situation where you're uncovering light. You're bringing some things to light. One situation could be family. One situation could be collaborations. The other situation could be work. You've had it. You're like, God will provide. Why am I even dealing with this? Stepping stone, this drama, this BS. Like, I don't need to deal with this. I will be provided for. So yeah, I just see you guys uniting with other people, and you're going to be on your comeuppance. So from it below, if you made it all the way to the very end of this message, I'm going to be on my comeuppance. Hello. Yeah. You have so much good news coming in. Your major arcana, Judgment, the Sun, Wheel of Fortune. Then we have the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. Like, wow. Wow, wow. They can't stop any of this. It's just like, get out of here with that. Where did the channel message go? Let me find it. So yeah, you're just seeing where you have unfinished business. It's been made apparent to you in the last 48 hours where you have unfinished business, because you just can't get away from the fact that the lies keep piling on. So yeah, the shadow work that you just went through, it's so you can also tie up this loose end. Like, yeah, I went through that shadow work and it was intense and it was hard, but I need to fix this. I need to make sure that, like, I've done all that I can do so it doesn't happen to other people. So whoever's pissed, whoever's mad, it's game over. You're going to finish them. Not because you want to, but because you just got to do what you got to do. It's part of your, it's like part of your this cycle. is dealing with people that continuously misuse, they mistreat, they misjudge, they start all types of issues with you. They're always trying to silently outsmart you, but you're the GOAT. And you just try really hard not to laugh at them. But the more that you're uncovering, the more that you're just like, okay, that's not good that they're really doing all of that. So there was so much stuff that was hidden from you. So much. And if you get a whole bunch of stuff revealed to you at once, that's also a sign that you weren't supposed to be revealing this to the right people, to the people that need to know. So again, this is on a need to know basis. Like if your attorney needs to know, if the authorities need to know, if the higher ups need to know, HR, whoever, because these people don't got it like that and they think that they do. Another thing is, you are not the boy that cried wolf. And what I mean by that is, you don't do stuff like this often, and because you don't, it packs a punch when you do bring information like this forward. Okay, I have a boss like that where he can never really say that I make things personal because I don't go to him and complain. I don't go to him and complain and be like, oh my gosh, this is what they're doing today. And all my enemies that do that, he's like, I don't even want to freaking hear this. Like, go find something to do. Go find something to do. But people just be doing that. So that's how your angels and ancestors feel about it. That is how the authorities are going to feel about it. Or whoever is involved, they're going to be like, well, this person never comes up here and wants to tell us anything. So it's going to be handled with the utmost like urgency. There's going to be a lot of urgency around what you're doing because it's a huge domino effect. Like the information that you know is sick. It's sick. So this is like you working for a business that is not actually a business. It's a whole other situation or entity entirely. So you're thinking that you're paying taxes or that you're insured or like this would be like getting hurt at work and thinking that you guys have workman's comp or that you're insured, and none of that is the case. This is like a fire happening and then like something happening to your car. There's no insurance. Do you know what I mean? Like people are not telling the truth. And that's what makes you a superhero. That's what makes you the original gangster. Because you're not just going to let this go. Batman, it's not just going to walk on by and be like, oh, well, it's not my business. Some of you guys are really going to be in it because some of this has been done to you. Tenfold. Okay, Holy Spirit, is there anything else I need to know from the Spirit Animal deck? Let's see, anything else? Speaking of which, just like side note, I hope you guys had a good holidays, and I wanted to thank you guys for your generous donations. I think Gerhardt Fox, on Cash App. Thank you so much for your generous donation. Like, you guys really just, I'm just always surprised and grateful and just like, what? Like, thank you so much. Thank you for your beautiful comments. You guys, thank you for your donations, for your super chats, your super thanks, your Cash App donations, your Patreon subscriptions, your members only subscriptions. Just thank you guys for that. I apologize for not posting on the secret channel in a little bit because my schedule changed and then my husband's schedule changed and there's just been a lot going on. So I haven't been able to post on there. And if you're watching this to date or right after Christmas, there is going to be a new message on Patreon. So if you're looking for what's next in the lineup or not what you think is next, but there is, I posted in the community tab for Patreon and YouTube some of the messages that are going to be going up. But yeah, there will be a message going up this weekend for Patreon, just a heads up, in the next 48 hours. So be looking forward to that. Now, we were talking about Batman, right? And then I got the Bat Spirit out of this deck. Thick. A rebirth is assured. I said Batman wouldn't just walk on by and be like, oh, well, it's not my problem. So that's going to be you guys. Like, no, I got time. I got time. We have the Coyote Spirit. Trust in divine detours. You do see this as a detour because you're like, I'm just trying to mind the business that pays me. But did they take some of your money? But did they scam you, kind of? Okay. Then trust in the divine detours. It's just a detour. It's just a detour. And you're going to go right back to your fun in the sun. And I actually don't think it's going to be that sad for you. I think it's going to be very therapeutic. Very, I don't know what the word is. I just feel like it's gonna be good for your soul for you to do this, because you're really standing up for the inner child in you and all versions of you where you've ever been taken advantage of. I think it's gonna be good. That you're gonna feel good about it. I don't feel like it's not coming from a bad place, because you are very heart-centered right now. We have the Electric Eel Spirit. Bring your ideas to life. Whether it's these creative ideas or these ideas about how you're gonna handle Harley. Bring your ideas to life. Someone here is like, I want to move. I want to put in my notice. I want to do this. Some of these people just don't realize how freaking protected you are. And God is going to show them the muscle and the army. It's not going to be good. There is a reason you are supposed to detour this way. Remember when I said you're going to have to like hang a right when you rather just go straight, mind your business? Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, as an electric eel, you bring people towards you electrically, and you also make things short circuit around you. And oops, I didn't mean to bump the mic, but like people really like, they're like, I need to figure out what this is, who they are. And you're like, back up. Do you not know what I do? Oh my gosh, I will zap you. You know? We have the Panther Spirit. Reclaim your power. Do not let these people claim your power. Don't let them do it. Absolutely not. Somebody could have pulled you up out of your seat a couple days ago, and maybe because you didn't get to say what you wanted to say in 20, you had hindsight, like, oh, I should have said this, I should have said that. Be mindful of taking that on other people that are similar or in comparison, because you're going to get all of it handled. All the people that have been coming at you sideways, they're about to be 86. 86 from your life. Whoa, that's a lot. Can't believe these people are talking about the collective crazy. Last but not least, we have the Eagle Spirit. Spirit always has your back. Spirit always has your back. Spirit will always provide. The universe will always provide. God will always provide. Okay, I think that's it. Okay. So yeah, you guys will be collaborating with some new souls. And you guys will all be seeing the same things. You guys will all silently observe the same things. Okay, you guys, let me know what's going on in the comments. All important links are in the description box. And don't forget to drop your favorite affirmation, your favorite ask-formation, because here we like to practice what we are, what is the word? Calling in? No. Summon. Whatever we summon, it comes running. Okay? But yeah, we can say today the engine will provide. If you watch Snowpiercer, God always provides. Even in our darkest hour, God always provides. The universe always provides. God always has your back. Spirit always has your back. Whatever it is that you want to say, because we always practice what is, it's our, it's, I can't even talk, you guys. It's our destiny. It's written already. It's fated to be ours. Okay. I didn't want to make this too long because my brain's like, meh, 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 meh. But I hope you guys had a good holiday. Mine was really good. I got to relax and take a day off. I did have a message already like ready for you guys. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that message and got some laughs. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next one. I love you guys so much. Yeah, don't forget to smash the, you know what? Hit the bell. You don't want to miss out. You know all the things. I love you guys.